Beautiful family. It is Friday, Venusian Friday. It is February the 27th. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It To You Straight live from the East Coast. Welcome, my beautiful loves. Mystic Love Oracles, a little bit of What's the Tea, and the Tarot to reveal some truth. This is where the stars speak and the cards tell it to you straight. All right, my beautiful souls, welcome back. And it's with the spirit of gratitude and humility that I thank you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's in this moment that we have created here. All right. As our path has crossed. Veronica Robinson, good morning, sweetie. How are you? Welcome. So I just want to begin with deep gratitude for each and every one of you. Your presence here is not random, it is aligned. So thank you for your openness, your curiosity, your willingness to grow. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy, and your trust within me in this sacred space. All right, this is all about you and how we are sharing our intentions together here. I honor your journey. Of course, each and every one of you is on a different journey here. So I honor the courage that it takes to seek truth. And I'm grateful that our paths have crossed in this moment. Good morning, sweetie. All right. And what we build here continues to nourish us all, uplift us, and expand us all. Your support is felt. Your energy matters. And I thank you deeply. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, let the stars speak. Remember, they remember your path. And so, what does the day has for you today? And let's see what it has to say. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna give it to you straight with a little bit of love, gentle, kind, meek, and bold. All right, so get ready. Honest. If you're here for honesty and clarity, you're in the right place. And as we deal with the sacred of the unseen, the breath of the divine, let's tap into the mystic oracle. Let's set that frequency. And let's reveal some truth here when we tap into the powerful great spirit of the divine that enlivens all life, animates all things. God, however you understand. So we'll tap into a little bit between religion and spirituality towards the end of the live. Mystic love. And this deck, I probably look what's influencing your connection. All right, this is all about the Venusian. It's Friday, Venus day, and that Venus is, of course, in the 12th house. This is the ending before we move into the first house. Let's see what it has to say to each and every one of you. Good morning, good morning. All right. Listen, when we understand the sacred of the unseen, what touches you from within, the dimension of reality that is real, but we're not able to visibly to see with our eyes, right? The unseen doesn't mean imaginary. It means that you can't measure it with your eyes. You experience it internally. It influences life without solid. Okay, so you understand love. You can't see it, but you can feel it, right? Your thoughts, your intuition, your consciousness, the energy between people. All right. So this is how we tap into this energy here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got a lot of stuff. Okay, let's slow down here. Let's go pick them up gently, because these cards, when they pop out, when they fall, we put them back, because they matter more than anything else. They screaming. Hey, Brianna Shep. Hi, good morning, welcome, welcome. You know, when we understand the sacred of the unseen is this invisible forces, right? Dimensions and awareness that shape life. Okay, and what makes it sacred is that carry meaning beyond this physical realm, right? It connects you to something greater than ego. It evokes reverence, awe, and deep truth. So, happy birthday to all the Pisces that are celebrating today. May your day be full of bliss, joy, happiness, and beauty all around you. More important, love, the cohesive, the glue that hold all things together. Love is something that is an emotion, right? But it's something that it's, of course, truth, is caring, it's empathy, that is held over time, all right? Let's go ahead. One more Pisces through Aquarius. Here we go. One more. These divine principles, as we understand, everybody has a different way to express the unseen, right? So for thousands of years, We've been giving it so many different names to connect to the divine. So yes, could become a little confusing depending on what you believe. One more, Pisces through Aquarius. One more. Thank you. All right, they are ready. We're ready here. We got the What's the Tea. If you want to What's the Tea, if you have a question, go ahead. Go ahead and put your question. Pisces, you got a sacred union and a marriage. Could be influencing or heading towards, it depends where you're at in the sacred union. You know, when you take a vow, it becomes sacred, right? The words, the promises, of course, a lot of people can't keep promises. So just dealing with the uncertainty. What we all want to be secure in a relationship. Security runs deep. Go ahead, Veronica. You're here. Go ahead. So yeah, marriage is in trouble, or is it heading to divorce, or can we keep the sacred union? Does the love, can we hold it together over time? So we get a little dissatisfied when we get to the Four of Cups, when it's not new anymore. What happens when we have to create a new neural networks? A lot of times we reach for something that's so on, like the fantasy of it, versus the reality. Go ahead, Veronica. Family and security for you, Aries, being a secure family. So of course, depending on what I get here, so I'll know what's going on. Him, masculine, divine for you, Gemini. I'm going to move quickly. I just want to see here. Single, not in a relationship, Cancer. All right. Ex-lover and old spark for you, Leo. All right. Virgo, non-commitment, non-committed, independent, Miss Independent. That's what I love her. Okay. That reminds me of that song. Of course, Libra, legal matters and disputes when it comes to your relationship. Let's go ahead for travel with new experiences, new things. Scorpio, when it comes to love, I want to do something new. Spiritual awakening, realization for you, Sagittarius. All right, so that gives me like this is giving me the judgment. All right, something's gonna resurface for you when it comes to love. Competition, the other woman for you, Capricorn. You got competition. Ooh. All right, and addiction for you, unhealthy attachment for you, Aquarius. All right, codependency. Or your person is going through some addictions, or it could be you. All right. Is there someone from the past is currently in my energy? Are they about to return? Ooh. Well, Mercury retrograde is here. And so you already know that Six of Cups might come up. All right. Let's see what's going on with your energy. Remember that tarot always gives you conflict before resolution arrives. All right. It's not going to take you into the Two of Cups or Ten of Cups immediately. It liberates you, it frees you. All right, it gives you truth, and it's showing you what's going on. And it's up to you when you get that Lover's card, which is all about making a choice. Do I feel more empowered if they choose me? All right, Veronica, let's go ahead. Let's see here. Is there someone from the past that is currently in my energy? Let's see who's in your energy, Veronica. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. As we move forward in this kindred spirit, in this kindred circle here, I give thanks to all the kindred circle souls here intertwining in light, love, and the unseen bonds that guide, support, and reflect us all for the shared energy that uplift us and expand our spirits. All right? So when we talk about spirit, we talk about different parts of you, right? It could be emotional, could be a mood, could be a ghost, depending on what you believe in. All right, let's see here. One more, Veronica. Let's see here. A very spiritual energy when it comes to Venus in Pisces. This is it. This is the last call before we reset. So be very mindful of where Venus is at. Okay? Very, very important. It's a fast moving energy. One more. Hot or cold, where are you? Hot or cold, where are you? Are you hot or you cold? Or are you both? You know, I want to talk a lot. I want to talk a little bit about being all in or all out. What does it mean? Why can't you just be in the center, right? Why you like uncertainty? What scares you when it comes to love? So I want to talk a little bit about that. Cold. I'm in Chicago. Oh, okay. So, all right. So literally cold in Chicago. The windy city. Here we go. One more for Veronica. Veronica, is there someone from the past that is currently in my energy? Are they about to return? That's what tarot tells you. It's in your energy. One more, Veronica. Thank you. And thank you. You got the Chariot and you got the Hangman. All right. It's a card. Oh, right here. Wow. All right. Something is going to resurface here. All right. When you get the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups, there's a couple of people that are in your energy. All right. Again, you got at the bottom, you got two major arcanas. All right. So this is not a choosing card at all. All right. When you understand the Four of Cups. So how do you feel yourself in this energy of the Four of Cups here? All right. Because it's a conscious choice here. All right. It's holding on to something here. So like the Judgment card is it's an exposure. Not probably want to be exposed. All right. Because we got the Seven of Cups. This person rather live in fantasy. They're making things real here. All right. So I don't think they're going to come forward. If they do, you're going to get the Page of Wands here, which is flirty. So this is not going to be like, yay. You might be ready for that, right? When you're vulnerable here, because this energy is very vulnerable. This leaps. All right. This leaps because before safety could arrive there, it goes. It's yeah, you know, but it's going to last here. All right. So what they're showing you here is basically, I'm not really sure if I want this. All right. So it might leave you with more questions than answer, because when this is not an active card here, all right, this is more impressed with this fantasy. Can I make this real? Does this person mirrors you, your soul? All right. I don't know if I want this, but I feel like something is missing here. All right. So there's an offer here that's going to be right in front of you. So when you so whether they like me or they see me or they choose me here, you understand this energy? They are still processing something here, emotionally unavailable, but possibly they probably don't have that depth that you want, because this is very, very deep. All right. This is too deep for words here. All right. So it could be multiple people there. All right. If I would have had the Four of Wands, but when you get this Page of Wands, it's like, you know, can we talk? You know, I want to explain a little bit about the Page of Wands here, because it's a flirty kind of energy. It's attraction, someone showing action here, interest, reaching out, of course, a connection that feel exciting, but it's still developing. All right. So it's like it's like if your career, right? It's like it's a new project, an idea, a career path. Something that you have to understand the energy, inspiration returning after something that's been stagnated here. All right. So learning by doing rather than what? Planning. Action fuels clarity here. All right. Happy Friday, Money Bills. How you doing? Okay. So I don't know if this person lacks direction here. All right. This is this is basically what it's telling you here, to enjoy the moment. Okay. Let it unfold naturally here. You didn't get any pentacles or anything like that. All right. So that's giving me that it's not a real grounded energy. All right. So have fun with the energy when they do reach out. This person's probably, you know, they think about you more than they want to admit it here. When I try to, you know, I feel like this person try to stay busy or seem like they busy here, distant. All right. But you pull at them. There's something about you that feels familiar and safe here. All right. You know who this person is? So they can't shake this feeling that, man, I could have something with you I know they haven't said a lot of things here. They feel things. It's not because they don't care, it's because they're afraid of messing things up here. All right? If they move too fast here, they might be afraid of messing something up. They want to open up here, but they want you to, it's like, I want you to understand me and I want to understand you. You know, there's been confusion, doubts here. You matter to me more uh than I realized, okay? You know who it is, all right? So please be patient with me. My heart is still catching up to my heart. All right? I already know things, all right? You someone I don't want to they don't want to lose you here, but if you know who this is, all right? Have the conversation. All right? This is not a random energy. I feel like something keeps pulling me back to you. Okay? When I least expect it's like, wow, I've been trying to keep busy, everything balanced, but all right, because this energy here is a little bit unstable here. There's a spark within us. I can't ignore it. You know that energy. I think about reaching out, starting first, saying something honest, even if I don't have all the answers yet. It's that I don't have all the answers yet. I'm learning to take a chance instead of, you know, dealing with some uncertainty. This person doesn't like uncertainty, okay? So when they reach out, they're going to finally listen to the nudge to tell them that this connection matters to them. The energy between this energy, this between this message here, they feel the connection is faded. This is about faded. You understand you didn't get the Wheel of Fortune, so you got half of it. All right. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, smiley face. Hi, hi, hi. All right. So they've been overwhelmed trying to regain something here, but they want to communicate, flirt. Start slowly. You got to start slowly with this person. Don't be so quick before this. If there's safety here. All right. So they struggling here. So the first steps to this energy, don't reveal, because it's like, this is opening a little door first. All right. So you respond with something warm, not pressure. Let them lead the pace. If you don't like it, all right, just watch for consistency here. All right. So you don't chase anything. All right. So understand, don't move fast. Yeah, don't do that. All right. Be warm, not overgiving. This is, oh my God. Yeah. Let curiosity. This is a very curious energy. So let curiosity meet curiosity here. All right. But my bottom line is here. How do you respond energetically? Because it's all about the energy, right? Match that tone, light and playful. Genuinely, I'm interested, but I don't want to rush, or you don't want to, because you don't want to get impressed with big feelings, right? Because you got standards at the end of the day. All right, this is a true spiritual awakening here, but this is going to resurface here. There's something here. I have to make this important decision here, whether I move towards you. All right. So let them welcome. You welcome them without rescuing the connection here, because I want to rescue. All right. Wow. So just go slow. Look, you got the Ace of Cups there, and the Star. If not, you release them. All right, and be patient with this energy. All right. What will they say? How serious are the intentions? Is the advice of responsiveness here? What are they gonna say? What is it? What do they want? All right. Stay open but grounded. Let them show you through action, not just words. All right. Remember, this is a very friendly kind of curious energy. Don't interrogate them. Don't do none of that nonsense. All right. Don't stay emotionally ahead of them. We all do that. All right. This is going to invite them at the end of the day to step up instead of slipping back into whatever they were doing, or maybe, I don't know if it's the time that they don't have. All right. Don't over clarify your feelings too soon. Don't feel in no silence. All right. They need to show initiative and consistency here. All right. Without any follow through, enough is enough. Hey, happy day to you. All right. So this bold, this brave, and this is it. All right. This motivation there's a lot of passion. Remember that the ego leaks. It wants now. It wants to be certain. But if you're not ready for this, all right. If there's a stagnation, collective read certain. Yes. All right. Hey, Brooksbank. No, you could just ask your question. If I have time, all right. I'm just giving you the message that's coming through here for you. All right. So have a heartfelt conversation that could open a door that you've been waiting on. All right. If you've been waiting on this person, be honest. All right. This is what vulnerability looks like. Okay. But when you reach out, when when you go in without safety, this creates something, because a lot of us, we are addicted to that dopamine in the brain, right? This is the happy moment. Yeah, everything feels good. This is what it looks like when you're on the first couple of dates here. All right. So just be mindful of that. Just as long as you practice mindfulness, because this is a kind of novelty kind of energy, right? When the offer's right in front of you, and whether do I want it or not? All right. This could be very confusing. All right. So understanding a little bit of that when it's not new. Oh, I got to start all over again. It feels awkward. And so just take your time here. All right. How does the month of March look for me? Clarity in love, life, LIFE, live, and money. Or you supposed to put love? All right. Who is next? All right. Hey, Neil. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm going to be here for another half hour. All right. How do you do general readings? Just ask me a question. A general reading it's so long. It's about an hour long. All right. So, all right. Generally speaking, what are we gonna engage in today? It's such a long and expansive word. All right. Just ask the question, and let me do the rest. Okay. Just ask the question. We gotta get out of that slow minded energy. All right. So you got the Seven of Cups there at the end of the day, right? There's a conscious goal here. Somebody wants to keep options open. It's like I don't want a small life. I want something big, all right? So cutting through that illusion. I didn't see the Tower card, but anyway, we got the I am next. Smiley face. Smiley face. You just came. Oh, you was here. Oh yeah, what's coming in for me in March? All right. Let's see what's coming in for you in March. It might shoot you to a message. I don't know. All right. If I get any four, go ahead, Brooks Bank, 6259. All right. Because you have the energy yesterday, based on the wild of time. Based on the wild. All right. Let's go ahead with Smiley. Smiley. Let me go back. Let me pin your question. If I didn't say hi to anybody here, Jesus says unto him, and that life no man. Listen, you're stuck in what is coming for me in March. Thank you for sharing your Jesus energy. I appreciate that. I'm not going to get on nobody today because I don't have time to argue. Come back tomorrow. And you're here. Smiley, are you here? Hey, Izzy. How you doing, Izzy? XP7QO. Let's go ahead with Smiley face. I'm going to open What's the Tea for you for March. I'm going to open the tea for you for March. All right, we're going to go ahead with that energy. Or, because you didn't really ask me anything, so if I see a lot of cups, if I see a lot of pentacles, all right. One more. Hey, Laniel. One more. Oh, whoa. One more. I got this card here. This is speaking in volumes here. Snooping for secrets, trying to expose you. The tables might turn here. All right. It's like the Seven of Cups. I mean the Seven of Pentacles. All right. One more. That's it. That was it. All right. So you could expect secrets coming out. Somebody might try to expose you because somebody's holding a grudge at the bottom. Somebody's holding a grudge here. All right? It could be somebody that you took the garbage out. I don't know if you took the garbage out. Be careful with your garbage because I seen the lady kicking a garbage. All right? What is your sign here, Smiley face? Smiley face. Hey, Constant, Sim. All right. Wait, where are you, Smiley? Smiley, you gotta come in. Hey, Danielle. How you doing, sweetie? Any good stuff coming for towards me? Did she leave? Smiley here? Oh, you're in Aquarius. Okay. So digging for dirt. Let's see here. Aquarius. Your garbage. Be careful with your garbage. I don't know if you did you throw any stuff out recently? All right. Hey, Lanil. I seen somebody. There was pictures, and there were pictures. I seen the lady kicking out a bag, 2 bags. I see the picture here. All right, so be careful with your garbage and or clean your clutter out, or whatever this is. Something about not wanting clutter or. One more. Let's go ahead and set that frequency. And let's step into the great, powerful, divine spirit of all there is. The sacred of the unseen. You got the world card. What else? There's a graduation. All right. Graduation here. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles. Be careful with overspending here. All right? Don't try to impress. All right? So be careful. I don't know exactly what you have going on, but this is about stop trying to impress here. I don't know if you're trying to impress somebody here. All right? So the 5 of Pentacles, you want to save, you want to budget with this energy, needing to budget, all right? And just this takes me into a like a beauty pageant kind of energy, okay? This takes me into a beauty pageant. This takes me into a graduation. This takes me into a funeral. This takes me so many different this takes me so many different ways here, all right? So many faces here through the month of this is because this is a card of I'm graduating, I'm completed. All right, I have all the knowledge, reaching for higher heights, but then with the 5 of Pentacles, it's scarcity mindset. All right, so avoid being strategic. All right, let me see what else you get. Let me see with this deck. So the World card and the 5 of Pentacles, I don't like that combination because I want to feel completed, but watch the way you spend money. All right, I don't know if you're a person that always like to reach out. Always like to reach out and help the poor, all right? So this is this energy, I'm getting a lot of Capricorn energy here, all right? I'm getting a lot of Capricorn because I understand this energy here. All right? I understand that energy. And that's the World card represents yeah, you like to help here. All right? Yeah. But your social life, but just be careful with your money, all right? That's it. Because look, if I'm going to a bachelorette's party or bachelor party or I'm going out or get yourself out there, be seen. Don't be scared to be, like, things like that you have to watch out for here, all right? Like, you got to think big here. One more. Besides being cold, all right? You guys should know this card already. I don't have to explain. One more. The 4 of Wands. The Page of Swords. And, yeah, helping out. And the Queen of Wands, all right? What else? Yeah, so they're giving you an energy or understanding the law of reciprocity. All right. The 4 of Wands is the energy of rewards here. Celebrate your small winnings. All right. Just celebrate yourself. You know, don't forget about yourself. All right. Reward yourself this weekend. This is a very powerful card. You're showing a lot of courage. All right. She's very just be careful with demanding, high demanding energy here. All right, because the Four of Wands is just like the energy of, it's a very different card. It's a card of stability foundations here. It's a celebration, home energy. All right. This is whatever this is something solid for you. Inspiration. I want stability. Somebody might want stability with you. All right. A milestone, moving in, meeting family, commitment face here. I feel safe here. Whatever feels right for you, move with that energy. All right. So make sure that your energy is mutually grounded. Uh, because once always stabilizes share through direction and action. If somebody chooses you to the core, energy stabilizes here. Okay, a real choice. This is calm. This is not frantic. Where are you in life? All right, because I'm gonna give you something real quick. I'd rather for you to ask me a question, literally, what are you looking for? Because it takes me everywhere and I don't have the time. So don't ask me what does it have, because I'm going to give you something so, I could have gave you something much more when you really be vulnerable. All right? When you're vulnerable here, you really want the truth about your situation. All right? So, how to be vulnerable when it's healthy, nervous but steady, exposed but grounded, honest with urgency, calm after speaking, even if the outcome is unknown here. So you really got to understand here. So if you feel frantic, ashamed, or smaller after being vulnerable with somebody, right? Because she's naked, right? That wasn't vulnerability; it was self betrayal here. So be careful. They will look pretty good cards. All right. No, you're not understand. You're not understanding the. You're not. The thing is that they look pretty good, but you're not understanding the nakedness of it. I think when you understand the nakedness of it, you'll understand. All right. They are really good cards, but it's not what you think. Make sure that if you in a, because I could just go in on that Six of Pentacles and shut this whole thing down, so you could really understand what it's really telling you. To you, yeah. All right, but that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm sorry. All right. Choose you. All right. Where are you in your life? Next time, ask me a real question. All right. No, to you it does, because you don't understand the energy of vulnerability. All right. Go back into, hey, Tasha. All right. Go back into the yesterday's life. I put it there. All right. The world card, listen, the world card is I'm completed. I'm complete. I'm graduating. Where are you in your life? There's some things that you want to do, but I don't know if you don't have the support from your family, from your friends. I don't know if you are scared, because they weren't close. In order for you to expand your consciousness and to grow, you have a way I'm working on, but I'm not emotionally fulfilled. Say what's going on. You got to be true to yourself. All right, but you can say, oh, those are pretty good cards, and then do nothing about it. All right. This shows the level of, like emotional chess, or like I'm scared to be vulnerable. You're not fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled. So what it is you have to do to get that emotional fulfillment? Where are you right now? Because this is a really, really big, this is it. All right. What you do from here matters after this. Listen, the sun exposes things, then the judgment comes in. All right. This is a moment that you have to decide. This is it. And then the world card. All right. You decided. So then when you go back to the five, it's just everything that you want to do is just like a cancel. You can cancel things out. All right. All right. You're looking for a new job. Okay. You have valuable employee there. All right. You have to kiss some, you're going to have to do what you have to do here. That was too much. All right. Let me go. Let me go to somebody else, because you're not really understanding. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about that energy. As soon as I see it, I'm like, whoop. Izzy, ask me a question. All right. There could be new opportunities here. All right. Is there anyone I can trust? Hey, Rich Port. Hey, Raina. Hey, Raina. Is there anyone I can trust? Rich Port, Raina. I'm still here. Clarity in the month of March. Oh, for me, love and career. Clarity for you. Any good news for me in love? Nani, I got 15 minutes. You're really not understanding that six and that five of pentacles. All right? You got to wait till things start restoring back, because, you got to understand when the energy shows up like that, you need a lot of discipline, and it's all about the measure of your worth. You got to understand that you got to think big. In order for you to move forward, you're gonna have to start, putting something new in your, like creating a new network in your mind. Like, all right. I don't understand. I don't. Anyway, let's go. The only thing that tells me that could be a graduation, a celebration, or there's something that you haven't completed yet. All right, that you want to complete. Whether it's school, whether it's in a relationship, the happily ever after, the white picket fence. I mean, that energy can go on and on and on. But it's a very Saturn energy. That is a very Saturn energy. That is the mid-heavens kind of energy. All right, that is the 10th house kind of energy for me. All right, so really understanding that energy is crucial, because then you can go back to the 5 and say, well, I haven't done so many things. What are things that are getting in your way? You got to know how to prioritize and put yourself first. All right, without shame, nothing. Without guilt, am I going to leave people behind? That's it. Work on you. All right. Hey, Sammy. Hello, still here. Hey, Sammy. If you do what you always done, you get what you... There you go, what you always got. You got to change your mindset. It all begins with you. You got to think big, and you got to just think big. Hey, Jason Aguilar. Water Goddesses. Hey, 333. One more. Here we go for Lonnie. Lonnie. I'm still here. I clarity in the month of March. Clarity for you. I like that clarity. I'm going to give you 3 cards. I like that you want clarity, that you want the truth. All right. And that's a very broad energy. So I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you the situation that, because they're going to show me the situation. A lot of times they show me the situation. And the challenge and the conscious goal for you. And that's it. All right. One more. Thank you. One more. And thank you. What do you have to get really, really clear on? One more. All right, so you got the Fool and you got the 4 cups. At the bottom, let's go in the middle here, because a lot of times the Wheel of Fortune tells you to surrender. All right, you got the King of Swords here. All right. You got 10 of Cups. The Hermit. The Fool at the bottom. The same. Okay. The situation is mental. Whatever you're going through too is, don't stay too long. How long you been on hermit mode? Who's been on hermit energy? All right. Something happened during the new moon on the 17th. What happened to you about on the 17th or 18th? What happened to you on the 17th? Because that's when we had the new moon. And we go through phases here. All right. So you understand the butterfly goes through evolution. It goes through patience, waiting for something here. All right. You overthinking about what? Because, when the King of Swords shows up, listen, the battle here is clarity. The battle, period. I want to be clear. Logic over emotional here. All right? You want somebody that has to stand up to the light here, okay? So what are you going to build on here? Clarity, respect, emotional distance. This guy says maturity. There's an emotional distance here described as, of course, it's not described, it's disguised. I'm sorry. One more. The Knight of Wands, the Emperor. All right, this is not taking me nowhere. You're all over. Your energy is like all over. Let me see here. 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, and the Devil. Your energy is all over. I never had something like this so early. Wow. Where are you right now? So much is happening behind my back, Rich. I can feel the energy. All right. So listen. So it's time to get this energy under control. All right, because you got to understand. Oh man, I don't even think I got time to explain, and it's so hard when we have here the center here is around between my emotions, all right, and boundaries, emotional restraint here. All right. So basically, this is the situation. All right. I want to be clear in the situation, the evolution here. All right, because the butterfly understands that the process of the chrysalis, the molten, right? So when you get into this process here, but the bottom line here is like you got this, you want this color without structure here, all right, without the discipline here, because when it comes to love or emotion, the container here to hold, but you're like, what do you say you want to do in your life? I just stay 10 toes down and I go for what I want. All right. So what it is that you're going to go for here? Because this is not what this is saying here. All right. Wow, everybody's energy is really, really off today. But listen, right now here, understanding Mercury's retrograde here, this time here, take your time to really showcase what you really, really want to do. The Ten of Cups is a card of emotional containment, right? It's a card full of color. But without the structure, the discipline, right? You need to have, it's good because emotions held over time, it becomes love. But without the Ten of Pentacles, without grounding, all right? It just doesn't lead to, I don't know, emotional unfulfilled about something here, the Fool. But then what happens when you go in here? Let me move to the next person. I'm sorry. Your energy's all over. What's your sign again? What's your sign again? Any good news for you in love? Let's find out, Izzy. Let's find, because Izzy's not going to leave me alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're not getting... Oh, no one. Yeah. Oh, so that's why you got the King of Swords. Wow. Lonnie, I'll be back. Come back tomorrow, okay? I'll be back here tomorrow. Right, Lonnie? I'll be back tomorrow, sweetie. No. Because we got to get some things. You don't really understand. You don't really understand. You want so much, but it's like, can you contain? So you got to, you go in between your mental clarity, your emotion. Because when it comes to relationship, it's centered around the mind. All right? So clear on what you really want instead of emotional restraining and holding those boundaries. Because the shadow energy here is emotionally cold, overly, like you over detach, okay, which is a critical energy here when I see him, all right? So intellect, like you intellectualize all the feelings. All right? No. You got too much. I can't. All right? So, no. We got to get you out of the energy. No, oof. Get me a headache. You don't have to intellectualize everything. Once you understand the dual nature of that, all right, and looking at the polar opposites, you'll be able to be more grounded here. Because it's like you intellectualize everything. Just like do it. You know, you got so much color here. No. I can't even do that. So let me go ahead here to any good news for you when it comes to love. And that is for... oh, wow. No, you're going to be all right. I'm going to help you get on the right... I'm going to help you get on the right track, okay? When I see that Fool, ooh. You want freedom from emotions, but then you want them. Like you're scared. Like you want freedom from the emotions, but then the same emotions. If something is not new, oh my God, I'm so bored. No. Oh, heck no. Look at this shit. No. It's like, I can't. What time is it? No. You got to get clear on some things here, man. Family. I don't use that word friend. I use family. Family makes things a little bit more cohesive. All right. It's more love centered. It's a kindred circle. So you gotta get me. We could connect more. let's go here. Family, there we go. We are family here. We are kindred circle here. And I give thanks for your kindred energy here, all right? Knowing that your support is felt here and your energy matters here, okay? It's not just me moving consciousness, all right? One more. One more. One more. One more. You gotta learn how to extend that energy out. You got the devil again, all right? You got the moon. Wow. The 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. So listen, a lot of this is for Izzy. Any good news for you here when it comes to love? No. No. No good news. No good news when it comes to love here, okay? Whatever you want here is not going to happen now. All right? This is a very... How old are you, Izzy? No, not right now. There's something that you haven't really... It's like there's an obsession here. All right? When the devil shows up here and it shows up really strong, you have to work on your shadows here. Hey, Rich. You got to work on your shadows. Yeah, you got to work on your... I'm going to do shadow readings starting Sunday. I'm going to show you shadows. There's a fear here. Listen, if I want to have a connection, respect, honesty, integrity, right? I got to speak my truth. I got to be vulnerable. This overly like self-restraint and you feeling ashamed or guilt or something. All right? So I got to go. I'm sorry. This is my time to go. Yeah, no. We got to get over that devil's energy. You know, when the devil shows up, it's a very self-limited, self-restraint kind of energy. The devil's about recognition of bondage, okay? And you're probably stuck in a cycle that you haven't really, because that's addictions, fear of loss, a change here. So when the energy can feel magnetic and tempting, it could feel intense. Like you have to deal with that first. When it's not intense, because love is a glue. Love is a substance. Love is a care, nurturing. It's not that it's bad, right? But it's that it's restrained. It's restricting you from being, you know, the love. Love is caring, nurturing. It's not intense. When it's not intense here, all right? Because it could be magnetic and very tempting. It's like a dramatic kind of, you got to have to learn how to deal here with that when you understand that devil energy. Because it shows the patterns here, especially with the moon. Remember, the moon is, it has, everything has two opposites to it. All right. So what I'm trying to say here, it could be nurturing and loving, but it could be, it's not stable. It's not stable. It's not stable. The energy for you, what happens when the emotions, right? When things die down, when they don't feel new anymore, what happens when that, because love is what holds, okay, the emotion that you feel over time. It's the caring and nurture that you use. Yeah, I haven't seen that word in a while. Yin and yang. We're talking about the shadow and the light. I'm learning how to integrate that energy, because when you integrate energy, you organize different aspects of yourself, your personality, your feelings, functions. This is where I'm at. All right. So when the energy, it shows attachments here. All right. Because in love, it's acting from desire instead of clarity, struggling with commitment or freedom. So do you want the freedom? And how can I be committed while still being free? You want a relationship that's going to allow you to be yourself. You know, you don't have to be attached to the person. You have to really learn how to deal with that. All right. So there's something here. Somebody's attached to porn, drugs, sex, sexual pleasures. Here's what I see with that. All right. Somebody that's going to give you a one night stand is going to come and is going to have sex and they're going to leave. I see 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to go. No, I have to go, Brooke. I got to go. I'm done. All right. You already know, Brooke Span, that I'm here for a short time. I just want to explain to you a little bit about the devil card. They like to drop it like it's hot. You drop the pans. All right. Yeah. All right. You bringing in back the same energy. All right. So just understand that energy. All right. Whether somebody is sexual pleasure here. All right. You're struggling with commitment, freedom, or feeling external attraction, but also there's an internal conflict here, repeating the same patterns. You haven't fully integrated. When I see that, there's an attraction to drama, intensity, or passion more than stability. You got to understand this energy. All right. This is a very self-limiting energy. And so when that energy, when the devil comes up, is attachment, compulsion. It's about unconscious living here. All right. So understanding the craving, the desires of the flesh here is very important for you to understand and do the shadow work. All right. Identifying the shadow. The first step to awareness is to ask yourself, which parts of me triggering shame, fear, or anger? All right. What behaviors do I have when it comes to relationship? All right. Well, of course. Doesn't mean that you can't help the person. How if you in the dark? If you in the dark, if you're not aware, because this is on when I get to the energy, it's very unconscious energy. All right. All right. So if you can listen, one thing I can tell you, learn how to hear yourself, deal with your shadows. When two people, because I got the death card as well. When two people evolve, when they work on their shadows. If you don't work on your shadows with the person, how if you don't understand about life, love, emotions, because they very they leave. What holds it there over time is love. It's not attachment. It's not rigidity. It's not conformity. It's not about you do this. This is the way I want it. I tell you when to go. This is no, that's crazy. All right. I have to go. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? We're gonna dive deep into the shadow work that you need to do. If you don't heal yourself, if you don't help your partner heal, you're gonna go around in limbo. It's like a person, a woman that goes to church. Let me explain this real quick because you know a lot of you guys come from religion. All right, the woman goes to church. The husband still works. He still got addictions. He's still drinking on the couch. He's still having sex or whatever. And it could be 20 years like that. This is what I see here. All right. So if you don't help that person heal, if you're not praying over your connection, if you're not doing anything, then all right. So good luck. God bless, and I'll be back. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day. Wow.